student flight trainees, how are we doing? Staff Sergeant Brazil here, just came to talk to you guys a little bit about PT. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the videos that I made last time, giving you workouts and then demonstrating those movements to you. Hope that was informational and beneficial to you guys. So one of the things I want to talk about today is how to get that motivation to continue to do PT. It's probably one of the hardest things about doing the PT is to get that self-motivation and to go out and actually push yourself beyond your comfort zone. One of the reasons why I structure the workouts the way I do is to get you out of your own comfort zone and then push you a step further and show you what you're capable of. So the hardest thing is actually getting past that point on your own. So let me give you a couple of tips on how to do that. One of the first things you want to do is set a goal for yourself. So if your goal is to be able to do 45 push-ups in a minute, set that goal and don't stop until you get there. So if you start out and you're only able to do 35 push-ups in a minute, so continue to do those 1x3s that I gave in the previous video, explaining on how to get that strength up at the end of the night. If you keep doing these workouts, you will gradually see your progression go up. So it will go up exponentially. So if you do these workouts, you're gonna see those PRs just continue to rise. So if you're only able to do 35 one week, you know, if you hit these workouts super hard, you might be hitting that 45 push-up in a minute goal within 2 weeks. That's very, very attainable. Same thing goes with sit-ups, same thing goes with running. So set yourself the goal, and then if your goal is 45, once you hit 45, make your next goal 55. And then if you hit 55, make your next goal 65. Again, same thing applies with sit-ups and running. And another really good thing to do as well is get in touch with your other trainees. So if you got trainees that you've kind of built a relationship with, you guys and gals are communicating outside of drill, find a partner. I know we're kind of quarantined at home right now, and by law we're not allowed to go interact and do things that way, but do what I'm doing. Find another couple of trainees and get on FaceTime or Skype or whatever it's called and do some workouts together. You guys motivate each other, because you can be motivational to yourself, but if you've got a second person or a third person or a fourth person helping you out, telling you to push it that extra mile, go that extra step, get that last rep, that might end up helping you immensely. Okay, real quickly, going into diet. If you eat like crap, you're going to perform like crap. Simple enough. I'm not going to get into a big spiel on what you need to be eating at what times a day. That's something that you can research on your own. But I'm telling you right now, diet is a very, very important part of being physically fit. If you ingest crappy food, you will perform like crap. That is just the way the calculation works. You need to be eating healthy foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And you need to be drinking a lot of water every single day so that your body stays hydrated. Without water, you can't do anything. Without sufficient food for energy, you can't do anything. So keep your diet in check. One of the biggest things that I want to strain to you guys is how important physical training is to not just your military career, but for the rest of your life. So being healthy, being in shape, being fit for the fight, these are all things that will serve you for years and years and years to come, okay? It's not just a physical attribute about yourself, it's a mental thing, right? Being mentally strong to push through the workouts, being mentally strong to motivate yourself and keep going. These are all things that when you combine everything together, you get the total package on excellence. And that's something that is very, very important. So again, not just for your military career, but for your personal life outside of the military and your civilian career outside of the military. And a couple other things about motivation. I want you to be motivated personally. So the reason why I do this, the reason why I PT you guys, and the reason why I set up these workouts, and the reason why I devote a lot of my time outside of work to your student flight group, strictly on PT, is because I care about you. I care about how well you do. I care about grooming you into being excellent airmen. I'm excited to see your progress. I know that I'm big and bad and I'm mean when it comes to the workouts, and there's a reason for that. But outside of that, when we're doing these videos, it's not me yelling and screaming at you. It's me giving you tools that can help you in the long run. It's me giving you ideas and giving you structure so that when you get to basic training, that's one less thing that you have to worry about. I know everybody keeps harping on basic training this, basic training that. There's a reason for that. There's a reason why we harp on the physical and the mental stresses of basic training. Basic training can be one of those things that can be enjoyable, it can be stressful, it can be physically exhausting, it can be mentally exhausting, it can be spiritually taxing. All of these things can happen to each and every one of you while at basic training, and some people may struggle with one of those areas more than another person. The reason why we go through these PT sessions is so that my goal is for you to sail through basic training on the physical portion and have one less stressor out of that 8.5 weeks that you're going to be in. You're going to get pulled in every different direction. You're going to get yelled at. You're going to get screamed at. You're going to march everywhere you go. It's hot in Texas. You're going to drink a lot of water, and they are going to PT the snot out of you. So my goal is to take one of those out of the equation. As far as the other things go, I can give you some tips and some things that helped me when I went through basic training years ago. Also, you can reach out to Sergeant Trimpe. Okay, and one final bit that I want to talk about. So if you're still struggling with finding that motivation to do your physical training exclusive of drill on your own time while you're stuck at home during this quarantine, let me give you a little story. So some of you have heard this and some of you haven't. So when I went to basic training, I was about 25 pounds lighter than I am now. I was 6 foot even and about 165 pounds. I went to basic training and I died on the PT pad every single day. When I got out there, I was shocked at how much strength and endurance I lacked when I went there. Now, I went in as an old guy, but even still, I couldn't hack it. I literally died. I looked like a lot of you do when you see me yelling and screaming at you and you think that you have nothing left. That was me. That was absolutely me almost every single day on that PT pad. And the first day that I died on the PT pad, I made a commitment to myself and I made a commitment to this wing that when I got back, I was going to restructure the PT program so that no one ever felt surprised like that again. Now, I can't be in charge of what you do outside of drill. I can't help you at all in that area because that's self-motivation right there. That's something I can't help you with. But what I can do is prepare you for how bad it's going to be when you get there so that you're not surprised or shocked. Now, the best scenario would be that you take these workouts and you take this learning and you take this PT and you implore it as a lifestyle. It becomes a part of your daily routine, a part of your lifestyle. If you do that and you push it every single time to the breaking point, I promise you, you will sail through basic training PT. It won't be a surprise, you won't be shocked, you'll be ready. And then when you go through it, you'll continue to be motivated and you'll keep setting your goals while you're in BMT, trying to make that next PT test a little bit better, right? To get that run time down by another 30 seconds, to get that extra 10 push-ups or that extra 10 sit-ups in that minute. I promise you, if you harness all of this and you make it a priority, I promise you it will pay off. Okay, thanks again for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions about anything, feel free to reach out to your student flight leadership and have them pass that information on to myself and Sergeant Trimpe. So hopefully I get to see you guys soon and have a good day.